What's going on, traders? Just wanted to let you know a couple of indicators that I'm currently using at this time. I know this looks pretty busy, so what I'll do is I'll take one of these charts and I'll take this indicator off here as well and pop back and forth. But what I've been doing is I've been noticing a pattern here, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Basically, obviously, I have the candlestick charting here up on Thinkorswim. I use Bollinger Bands and I use a 9-period moving average to gauge when to get in and out of trades. Second indicator I use obviously is volume. It's very important to know if there's a lot of buyers and sellers in the transaction. The third indicator is the MACD. It indicates a bullish or bearish trend. And then the third one is RSI. I think very important is relative strength index. Relative strength index indicates anything above 70 is considered overbought, so it's way too extended. 50 is neutral, and anything below 30 is considered oversold. So things always tend to go back to a zero line. So what I'll show you here is one of my favorite stocks to play is Dust. If you notice right out the gates in the morning, it opened at about 7.55 and had this quick pullback all the way down to about the whole dollar mark is $17. Now one thing I'll notice and I'll let you know is that if you look at the crosshairs on the bottom on the MACD indicator, the histogram has gone from red to green, and right before it went from red to green, the RSI indicator was below 30 right here. So that indicates an end of a trend. However, it's still very oversold. So if you were to enter this position and put a stop at the $17 hole mark, look at how strong this is, this move up to $18 is. It's almost a whole dollar. So a little choppy in here as well, but one thing I'm going to show you real quick that can help you provide support and resistance is, look at this. This is the Ichimoku cloud. And the way it works out is this, is the farther away it is from the Ichimoku cloud, the more that the stock is wanting to get towards that zero trend line. The more sloped that the angle is, the more volatile the stock will be. And the theory goes like this, is as you can see here, when the stock travels through a thin part of the Ichimoku cloud, it provides less resistance. So it should pop through this cloud a little bit easier than, say, here over here, where if you can see the thickness of the cloud is very, very thick, and the stock almost follows it almost to the T. I mean, it tries that cloud every single time and gets rejected because it's so thick, but it can pop through thin parts. The cool thing about this indicator is that it is a forward indicating stock indicator. It calculates its period 26 periods ahead, and it doesn't perfectly provide support and resistance, but I found that it provides support and resistance more times than not. I mean, as you can see here, and it's inside the cloud, it's neutral, and the stock can basically go one way or the other. But once it goes that way, it goes. Now, if it has a nice downward trend, but it hits towards a thin part of the cloud, it kind of like breaks through it like it's not even really there. And then you see a little bit of consolidation here, and then this thick part of the cloud, it hits that basically like a wall. Kind of tries to rally back up again, hits it like a wall. Tries to rally again, hits it like a wall, until it gets far enough away where another spot here where you can see as the price has dropped so low and the thickness of the cloud has gotten really thin right around here. The MACD lines have crossed. It's gone from a red to a green right at this point, and the RSI is still below 30. So you could enter this position as well here and see a nice 30-40 cent pop. So if you think I'm full of crap or you don't believe me, open up the stock, take a look at it. Every single time that the MACD crosses over and the RSI is still below, like 9 times out of 10, it's like a great position for a long. Just make sure that when you're entering the position that you're farther enough away from the cloud, because that's going to provide resistance for you. So the farther away from the cloud that you are, and the thinner it is, the better. So try that indicator out. Let me know what you think. All right? Thanks, everybody. Let me know what you think. Bye.